WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Matthew Lester. A little trace of clouds here and there, but for the most part, it is mostly sunny, and it's an absolutely gorgeous day out there. Our humidity, Matthew, the last time I looked was dropping down pretty close to 50%. Which is very nice for Michigan right now. Temperature-wise, what are we looking at?
Currently, over at the airport, it's mostly sunny at 69. Over in Midland, it's mostly sunny at 70. Here at Radio Center, it's mostly sunny at 71. We have southwest winds at 13, gusting up to 20 miles per hour, and our pressure's at 29.92, and it's steady.
By the time we get all done, we should be looking at right around 80 degrees, and that humidity is going to stay pretty much where it is, if not drop just a little bit more. The winds, as Matthew said, gusting out of the southwest, but we're not looking for much more than about 20, 25 mile per hour wind gusts. And then later this afternoon, that wind is going to die right down. Southwesterly, 10 miles per hour, maybe a little bit less, with mostly clear skies. We're going to be looking at a low of about 52, which is pretty close to what's average for this time of the year. Obviously, we're much warmer. We should be at 71, and we are projecting 80 by the time we're all done. But tonight, for most of you, if not all of you, you should be able to see the flower moon. That's the full moon that occurs in the month of May. That was officially at about 9:30 this morning. But overnight and early this morning, for some folks that did not have cloud cover, it was something short of spectacular, just an absolutely beautiful moon out there. So tonight, I think more of you will be able to see it. And then, of course, we're going to have to wait a few days for another one to crop up. We've been talking about steady progression of low pressure systems. That's what we're seeing. Northern Lake Superior, north of Lake Superior is what we're looking at with the current one, which affected our weather not so much later yesterday afternoon, but the night before and early yesterday morning. And that is the low pressure system that generated all of the strong gusty winds. The airport reported a west gust yesterday of over 40 miles per hour. Sustained winds of 25 to 30 miles per hour. So it was a blustery day. Unfortunately, along with the wind, we didn't see a lot of drying take place because our humidity for the most part was quite high. Today is a perfect turnaround when it comes to that higher humidity. We're going to be experiencing some good dry down. So hopefully by later on this afternoon, tonight, or especially the morning hours tomorrow morning, should be able to see a little bit more field work being done. I say tomorrow morning because as we go into the afternoon and the evening hours tomorrow, we're going to see an increase in the clouds, another low pressure system, which is going to be over Minnesota and eventually crossing northern portions of Wisconsin. That low is going to bring us a chance of seeing some precipitation. I think the best chance of rain tomorrow will be tomorrow evening. There might be an isolated thing that pops up about 3:30, 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. But I think for the most part, we are going to see just simply increasing clouds. A warm front will go up through the state. 80 degrees is our projected high for the day tomorrow, 60 for a low tomorrow night. And again, that secondary low will be moving into and around the Traverse City area after midnight tomorrow night. So that means for Saturday, we're going to still be running above normal, 76 for a high, 50 for a low. If there is going to be the chance of any precipitation on Saturday, it'll be right off the bat on Saturday morning, clearing as we go through the day. And then once again on Saturday night, we're going to be looking at clear skies, 52 for a low on Saturday night. So our Saturday, for the most part, from noon on, should be pretty uneventful. Sunday, we're going to start off with sun. We will see, once again, an increase in the clouds, kind of like what we'll see tomorrow an increase in the clouds, and then late in the day and the evening on Sunday, there'll be another chance of some precipitation. 76 for a high on Sunday, 58 for a low on Sunday night. Memorial Day, 70 for a high. Chances of showers, that's the way it's going to be. Scattered shower activity Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. High temperature on Monday, 70, upper 60s on Tuesday and Wednesday. Record high in this state is 90. It was set back in 1977. The record low 28 set in 1963. A year ago today, 77 was our high, 51 was our low. We had no precipitation to talk about. The coldest ever, 23rd of May. Again, 1917. 1917 had 3 days in a row of the coldest in recorded history here in Michigan. This one on the 23rd, 39 was our high and 33 was our low. We didn't have any snow, though, to talk about. Much better news, the warmest ever, 1964. 88 was our high, 68 was our low. Long range outlook to take us all the way through the 5th of June. Yeah, we're talking 5th of June for a long range forecast right now. Average temperatures, we're going to average out as we move into about the middle of next week and all the way through the first weekend of June and the first few days of the first full week of June. Normal as far as the temperatures go, normal as far as the moisture is concerned. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by, who do we have, Matthew?
Up next, we have Melinda Sweeney from the Andersons, and we also have Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
But before we get to them, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Nutrient Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrient Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrientagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Outdoor work is going to get a whole lot easier with the help of Weiss Equipment and Frankenmuth. Right now, the tractors from Case IH, those farm-all tractors, 21 to, or I should say, 35 to 140 horsepower. You got 0% for up to 60 months or cash back right now on those farm-all tractors. They've also got the Yanmar, 21 to 35 horsepower, 10-year warranty, and choose from low-rate financing for up to 72 months or cash off there. Homeowner, you got a little bit of a lawn to take care of? The ultimate sales event going on right now with Cub Cadet, spring rebates up to $1,000 on select models, and that new off-road vehicle that you've been talking about from Polaris. Check them out. Anywhere between low interest financing and rebates of up to $2,000 available on certain models of those Polaris off-road vehicles. And they've got a big selection of those. Just check them out. Stop by Weiss. Rebates and financing vary by model financing, subject to credit approval. So see Weiss Equipment for all the details. Weiss Equipment and Frankenmuth. Check them out at weissequipment.com. Doing it right longer. We say good morning to Melinda Sweeney over at the Andersons. Melinda, last time I looked, we were trying to recover a little bit. What's going on right now?
Yeah, currently we have corn up 4, beans down 5 3/4, and wheat down penny and a quarter. A lot moving right now. Corn still trading higher. Going along with the rest of the grain complex was up a little bit this morning. Now we're back off of that. There's some acres yet to be planted. Brazil's still looking at what their second corn crop could be. and they're lowering that by a little bit. So see what the USDA does on June 12th with their supply in Brazil. We also have beans competing in the same sense. U.S. beans are starting to become competitive in the world market. We've seen China buy 2 cargoes of beans rumored out of the PNW. So if we can continue to see some of that momentum, that could be good for our bean carryout numbers. And for wheat, all eyes are still on Russia and Ukraine and what their supply looks like over there.
I know there was some chatter about corn. Some farmers were having a difficult time getting corn in, and they were thinking very possibly of converting some acres over to soybeans. Have you seen much of that at all, Melinda?
Yeah, I think we're starting to get to that window. Maybe next week and the week after, if Mother Nature doesn't allow some of these pockets where they can't seem to miss the rain, get dried out and get some corn in the ground, they will switch some acres over to beans.
So maybe that's putting a little pressure on the beans?
Yeah, it could be. Still a little too early for that. Beans are definitely in a category of their own with meal and oil that we're bringing the soybean support this morning. We're definitely seeing that support back off. So we'll see what the USDA brings on June 12th for numbers. And then also every Monday, we have a planning progress that comes out from the USDA at 4 o'clock as well.
Yeah, now because of Memorial Day holiday, my guess is that report's going to come out on Tuesday.
I believe so. I guess I didn't check that. But I believe it will come out on Tuesday.
Yeah, so it'll probably be just a day later. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting report because I know we made some major progress on the last one.
Yeah, we got bigger equipment than we did 20 years ago. So we definitely plant and get things to the ground quicker than we ever have. I've heard that comment from a few farmers across all different facets of Michigan and Ohio and Indiana that they've planted faster than they ever have. So we can make up ground quickly. And it feels that a lot of people have made a lot of progress in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, it sure looks that way. Melinda, if we don't have a chance to talk, have yourself a safe Memorial Day holiday. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, you guys too.
You betcha. Melinda Sweeney over at the Andersons. Incidentally, when we talk about the crop conditions out there, our winter wheat, we continue to improve on the reports. The last report I got was that only 3% of the winter wheat in the state was rated poor to very poor. And as far as sugar beets are concerned, there were no beets reported in the poor to very poor, and only 7% of the sugar beets were rated in the fair condition. Everything else, so we're talking 80, 90, 93% of the sugar beets in the ground right now are in the good to excellent category. A little bit more as far as what those markets are doing. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining us right now. The market report brought to you by Michigan Truck Spring of Saginaw, your complete parts and service headquarters for light, medium, heavy-duty trucks, trailers, as well as buses and recreational vehicles. Quality parts and service at very competitive prices for well over 45 years. Michigan Truck Spring, 800-358-4751, or buy online at truckspring.com. And they are open till 11 p.m. on weekdays. Market report also brought to you by Steiner Tractor. They do take their job personally at Steiner Tractor Parts because they understand that your life and job both stop if that tractor stops running. And for some of you, you really want that tractor to look nice, especially with all the events coming up this summer. You want to show it off just a little bit. Not a problem. Steiner will help. 800-234-3280 or go to steinertractor.com. Doug Klein, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, you were right on the dot when you talked about that price of gasoline and those doggone holidays. Jeez. I mean, the digits on the signs out front couldn't keep up with the price rise.
Fun for your money. Just fun for your money. But on the bright side, I got the jet ski launched yesterday full of wrecked fuel at only $4.69. I'm a happy camper.
Yeah, just don't use it all up in the first
I know, right?
2
One
hours.
trip around, that's it. That's all I can afford. Park it, go get a hot dog on sale.
There you go.
Oh boy. Well, Nvidia had their earnings yesterday. It was a blowout, and the stock dropped $40 after the market closed, and then recovered 40 and another 40 more, and now it's up 80 from yesterday's close. So the world of illusions continues to help out Nvidia, and we'll see where it ends. And Jamie Dimon says it's going to be a hard landing when it lands. First time I agreed with him, but I don't know. It could be a high flight before it turns around and goes down. I don't know. Fidelity said record high 401k contributions so far this year. So people are buying into the stock market and contributing into their 401k plans. Typical of me, though, buy high and So now, I don't know, but I don't know. So anyway, the market is fairly good. S&P hit a brand new high, all-time high today. NASDAQ hit an all-time high today. Not the Dow Jones. Dow Jones Industrial Average does not have NVIDIA in it, so it didn't really participate in that. So here's your numbers. The July corn is 465 3/4, up 4.5 cents. December corn 487 1/4, up 3 1/4. July soybeans 1241 1/2, down 4 3/4. The November soybeans 1217 1/2, down 3/4 of a penny. The July wheat is 692 3/4, down 1/4 of a penny, and December wheat is 733, down a penny. Crude oil is 77.16, down 41 cents. Heating oil is 245.36, that's up 0.7 of a penny. Gasoline is 246, unchanged. Natural gas 281, down 3.5 cents. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar buys $1.3694 Canadian, that's unchanged. The dollar buys 157.07 yen, that's up 30 ticks, and that's getting close to the point where they're going to intervene again to get their currency stronger. The euro's at 108.24, that's virtually unchanged. The dollar's at 104.97, that's up 3 ticks. Gold is at $23.4720, down $45.70 an ounce. Silver's $30.44, down 90 cents. Platinum's at $10.3930, down $10. Copper's at $4.81, down 3.7 cents.
Thank you very much, sir.
See you tomorrow.
We'll talk to you tomorrow. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Ed Raymond and Sons. Quality clothing and shoes since 1919. Carhartts, Red Wing shoes and boots, Stormy Cromer accessories, and more. You got it all at 151 West Broad Street in Chesaning. As we said, doing it since 1919. For more information, check them out at edraymond's.com. Farm Service also brought to you today by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain. They got a great selection of products from Sure Crop and Nature's, Mr. Farmer. And for those of you that want to grow a few things, they've got a great selection of many products that will work for different problems where you need a solution. Well, how do you go about doing that? Getting the right product for the problem that you've got? Certified crop advisor Vic Hupfer. He can take care of that for you. Any questions you've got, Vic will get you an answer and get it taken care of quickly, because serving you is their business, and they've been serving you since 1983. Freeland Bean and Grain. Let's check out, see what's going on in the nursery at Bay Landscaping, where Jerry Samalski is joining us with the plant of the week. I hope the plant's got some shade, Jerry.
No, this one will take shade, but it doesn't need it. It does well in full sun. But this is the one that you like, Terry. It sounds like when you sneeze. It's called Deutzia.
Bless you.
You usually say, yeah. There we go. That's our.
Or as my mother used to say, Gesundheit.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Deutzia. And Deutzia is a great little plant. It grows 3 to 4 feet tall. It takes a pruning very well. It likes to be thinned out hard and cut back every couple of years. And white spring flowers right now, there's one with a golden leaf, Chardonnay pearls. There's Nico is a more of a spreading, shorter variety, maybe 2 feet tall at best, and spreading maybe 3 feet round. Again, it does well in fair amounts of shade. The heaviest of shade, maybe not, but pretty much a good shade growing plant. It does well in full sun, and not a lot of diseases, insects, easy to care for. Again, an old-fashioned plant, but some of they're improving the varieties, and I don't know why they need to, because they're all just great plants.
And as you said yesterday, you've got them at the nursery.
We do, and we're here till 5, and we'll be here on Saturday and closed for the holiday weekend.
All right. You have a good one, Jerry. We'll talk to you next week.
Jerry.
All right. Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Coming up next, Matthew, who do we have?
Up next, we have Craig Voorhees from the Rummel Insurance Agency.
And we'll get to him right after this.
Hi, I'm Ray from Begic Nursery and Garden Center in Bay City. With our beautiful new greenhouse, we've grown more space for you to shop for all your lawn and garden needs, to renew and refresh your outdoor living area. At Begic's, you'll find thousands of healthy annuals in every color of the rainbow, hanging baskets, beautiful combination planters, indoor foliage, and flowering plants, along with a bountiful assortment of perennials, vegetable plants for your garden, and all the tools and accessories to help get the job done. Spring is a great time to plant new trees. At Begic's, you'll find one-of-a-kind trees, shrubs, and evergreens, potted shade trees, flowering trees, potted shrubs and evergreens, potted rose bushes, and the greatest variety of perennials ready to plant, providing you with vibrant colors and beautiful blooms. This is the perfect time to get your lawn in tip-top shape, whether it's seeding, reseeding, or just patching spots. Begic's has the perfect seed for your lawn. Let's do some planting. We'll see you at Begic's this week on M84, 1 mile east of I-75, west side Saginaw Road, Bay City.
Well, a lot of folks are getting to work on harvest. Yeah, harvest. Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency. Why don't we talk a little bit about some haying, which is going on right now. At least they're trying to get some haying done. And, those rocks that like to find their way into the equipment.
Right, Terry. I have seen some hay that has been cut. You are correct. And yes, unfortunately, we always run the risk of something getting into the equipment that's not meant to be there, whether it's a rock, some debris from who knows what. Just anything that's not supposed to go into the machine can get in there and cause damage. That could be to a combine later, because weed harvest isn't that far away. Sounds weird to say that, but it's true. And that coverage is not an automatic coverage. So if you're in an area that's prone to rocks, or you maybe have equipment that's prone to picking them up, you want to double check with your agent and inquire about that coverage, because it's not really expensive, and it can come in real handy, because those rocks repairs are expensive.
I was just going to say, it's pretty obvious to a lot of folks, if you've ever run one of those through, you're talking several $1,000s to in some cases get it repaired, and it's not an easy fix either.
No, it's typically not, and especially with today's world, you may have to wait for parts. So you also might want to check on either if your policy provides rental of a replacement piece, or money to hire somebody else to do the work while you're waiting.
Yeah, because time is everything. And obviously with hay equipment, you got to get it done, because those windows can be pretty small.
Yes, they can. That's for sure.
Craig Voorhees, always good to talk. If we don't have a chance before the holiday, have a safe one. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Terry, and same to you and everybody listening.
Thank you. Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency. Well, let's find out if there's any rocks in New York right now. Teresa DeVoe over at Baird joining me right now. What's going on, Teresa?
Well, we've got a little bit of a mixed bag. The Dow Jones has taken a little bit of a hit today, down 235 points at 39,435, with 282 million shares traded. On the flip side, NASDAQ is up 143 points at 16,945, with 516 million shares traded. Some stocks of local interest include Caterpillar at 356.03, up 9. Deere 382.73, down 328. CMS Energy 6133 down 50. Dow 5726 down 34. DuPont 7884 up 29. Corteva 5569 down $1.28. General Motors 4369 down 28. Trinseo 319 down 9. Walmart 6522 down 3. Huntington Bank at 1380 down 12. Independent Bank at 2560 down 43. And AT&T at 1747 down 3.
Thank you very much, Teresa. Always good to talk. Safe holiday, okay?
To you as well. Take good care.
Thank you. We'll be right back. Are you upset with your current planter performance? Are you considering buying a new planter but blown away from sticker shock? With Precision Planting's V-Set, V-Drive, and Delta Force, we can retrofit your old planter to outperform any new planter on the market. Then access all your data from planting to harvest easily with Field View. Call PC Ag Solutions today and get your parts ordered, installed, and ready to go for the upcoming growing season. 989-868-4444. PC Ag Solutions.
Hi, I'm Steve Cook from Cook Chevrolet in Vassar. Have you heard about the all-new redesigned Traverse? Have you seen it? With its bold new styling, they're calling it a mini Tahoe. You're going to love it. And compared to the Tahoe, more good news is the mini price. We're talking $25,000 less. At Cook Chevrolet right now, we not only have the new Traverse in stock, but you'll find 150 more Chevys in stock and 150 on the way. So to make room before all this inventory overflows, check out these great offers. Chevy Equinoxes from $233, Blazers now only $269, and Silverado 4x4 crew cabs still as low as $299. Believe me, we're not trying to be Chevy's storage lot. We'll do what it takes to move these vehicles. Get out today. Cook Chevrolet, M15 Top of the Hill in Vassar.
Payments based on 24-month GM employee and family lease. 10,000 miles per year and includes all rebates. $2,000 cash down due at signing. Call or visit us online at cookchevysuperstore.com. Chevy, together, let's drive.
Farm Service has been brought to you today by the folks at the Frankenmuth Credit Union. Stop by any of their locations and see how they can become your hometown financial solution. We now conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by Euclid Avenue Coins in Bay City at 602 North Euclid Avenue.
Broadcasting from the Stormmaster Exterior Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Dr. Marty's Nature's Blend Dog Food.
I'm Steve.